What's up, guys? It's Bolt, and I'm back here with another Elden Ring video. And in this video, I'm going to go over a build that I'm having a freaking ton of fun with. And believe it or not, it's a flail build of all builds, guys. A flail build. Yes, the worst weapon class in the game. And it's actually good. I can't believe I'm saying that. But we'll get into the breakdown right now, and we'll go over everything. So this is my first ever level 137 build. I usually only play at 125 or 150. So 137 allows you to match with both 125 and 150. So it gives you probably the largest player base, which is nice. And I felt like it was pretty complete at this level, so we left it right here. But you could drop a few points if you want to go to 125, or you can increase it and go to 150, whatever suits your needs. But this is the build we got going on. We have 60 vigor, 10 mind, 20 endurance. That's 18 we have 18 actual endurance, but with the glintstone helm that I'm wearing, I get 2 to my endurance and 2 to my dexterity. 2 to my intelligence. Strength is at 14, dexterity is at 50, intelligence is at 48. So again, getting the 2 extra points from my helm to bring it to 50. And our AR for both of our weapons is going to look like this with that stat distribution. Pretty good at split damage, guys, with magic, because we are using the Bastard Stars and the Family Heads. But before we get into the weapons, which is the main attraction, let's go over the armor set that we got going on here. So we have the Herodotus Glintstone Crown, which gives us, again, the 2 points to our intelligence and our endurance. The Beast Champion armor, which looks amazing to me, especially the unaltered version with the blue cape. We have Vlad's Gauntlets and the Fire Prelate Greaves, which combined looks clean as hell. I really love this look. Fashion is on point. And we got 71 poise without the Bull Goat's Talisman. 95 poise with the Bull Goat's Talisman. So, pretty good poise breakpoint. 71 lets us poise through the rapiers. And the 95 allows us to poise through two-handed katanas and axes and stuff like that. So, pretty good. 97 would have been better to get the having thrusty swords, but I'm going for fashion here. So you guys can change up the armor to be more optimal. This is just a look that I like. Typical talisman setup, nothing crazy. We swap out our Crimson Amber for things that we need. If we need defense, blue feather, let's do. If we need poise, we'll take off Shard of Alexander, and then sub in Shard of Alexander later. Or if we need stamina, whatever the occasion calls for, we do swap these out. But this is what I got going on here for my talismans. And now we'll get into the weapons, guys. So the main attraction. So first off, let's go over the flails in general themselves are not very good, guys. They have really poor moveset, poor range. Even their poise damage is lacking, in my opinion. I think they should do more poise damage. I think the power stance flails do about 95 poise damage, if I'm not mistaken. Two-handed, they do about 105, but I still feel like they don't do that. I'm hitting people two-handed, and it's still not breaking their poise. So that might be an error there on the spreadsheet that I was looking at, or unless people are just rocking more than 105 poise, which is usually not the case. Usually people go for 101 to poise through Flaming Strike and Storm Stomp, but whatever, that's besides the point. So the flail moveset is pretty terrible, especially the power stance. I think power stance is actually inferior to just two-handing the flail, one of the flails, but yeah, it does have decent actual crouch attack. It comes out rather fast. You'll get both to connect. Spacing with the flails is really difficult, guys. The jumping attacks are pretty good as it has a fast recovery, but it has really poor tracking. You can sometimes roll catch with the L1s and the running L1 with the second flail attack, but again, the range is so poor, you really have to stay on top of your opponent. This is an aggressive build. You have to be really aggressive. And I know being aggressive and a flail really is like an oxymoron. Doesn't go well in that sentence, because flails are not meant to be aggressive. They're really bad weapons. But these two weapons specifically allow you to be aggressive. I'm going to show you how. So the weapon art on the family heads is called the Familial Rancor. And to be honest, before I use this, I've never seen this Ash used. I've never fought an opponent that used this weapon. So I was just testing it out, like I test all this stuff out, and this is actually a surprisingly really good Ash of War, especially after the buff. They increased the range from where you could target this Ash. So what it does is it summons Ghost Skulls, as so right here, and it chases your opponent down. And people panic. Once they see this thing chasing them, they start panic rolling, they'll start running, and this is when you guys have to be aggressive, because that Ash of War is applying a lot of pressure, because if they all hit, especially the last skull, which is the biggest skull, if they all hit, it does big time damage. The last skull does really big damage, but they also do a good amount of poise damage. So if they get hit by a skull, they stagger, and that'll allow you to follow up with an attack, a jump attack. I like to run, chase people down, and spam jump attacks. Or if I get them cornered, I will follow up and roll catch them with the Nebula Ash of War, which is an insane Ash of War. This Ash of War is so good. This is what it does. It has deceptive range with that swipe right there. A lot of people think they outspace it and they'll get connected with it. But if they roll into you, they get hit with that and the explosion, and it's pretty much GG's. They're done. Even after the damage reduction to PvP, they'll get stun locked. For the first hit, we'll poise break them. Then the explosion stun lock them, and then you could really just follow up with L1s while they're still stun locked, and it's done. The only thing bad about that Ash of War is it has no hyper armor, so any hit will disrupt your attack, and then you're asked out, and you have to regain your spacing and your control over again. But it's really good Ash of War, great for outspacing your opponents, cornering them, so good. And another thing is that this Ash of War obscures vision. So while that explosion is going on, feel free to hard swap to a cheeky Moonveil or Wing of Astal, the R2 on the Wing of Astal, which I like as a hard swap, or the Glintstone Chris. So there's a lot of things you could do with the Nebula Ash of War as it obscures your opponent's vision of you. And also while you're putting pressure on them while the Familial Rancor is chasing them, that's also a good idea, guys, to do a hard swap, maybe to Moonveil, and roll catch them while they're spamming roll to get away from the Ghost Skulls. But that's about it, guys. I really am having so much fun with this, and people don't expect FLAILS to be this good. And let me tell you something, I'm beating meta setups with this build. It's crazy because nobody knows the Ashes, nobody sees these weapons that often, so I'm catching a lot of people off guard. People don't respect FLAILS, so they'll play recklessly against you, and it's just funny to see, you know, like a heavy thrusting sword or a halberd get taken down by a set of FLAILS. It's pretty funny. That's about it, guys. There's more to this build. This is an intelligence dexterity build, but I wanted to just highlight these two weapon combos specifically because of how good they are and how unnoticed they are, and I want to bring awareness to how good these are, and maybe we'll start seeing people at main academy gate using more fun stuff like this. You know, hopefully the opponents that I'm summoning are they're having a good time fighting me as I'm showing them something different as well. But there is more to this build. Look at the arsenal that I have here, guys. It's really good weapons here. I like the intelligence melee builds a lot. I actually have also an intelligence strength build that I have to show you guys as well. But I will show more of this build in future videos to showcase the whole arsenal of weapons. But again, just highlighting the awesome FLAILS that we have here. That's about it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. Really helps my channel out, help it grow. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys try this weapon, these weapons, let me know what you guys think of them. Have you fought me, guys? Have you fought this build? Have you fought any of these weapons? How did you fare against them? What did you think of the Ashes of War? But that's about it, guys. Until then, I'll catch everybody on the next one.